Well, we made it to Sydney. Just mic'd up. I'm tucking in and trying to be presentable in this amazing space. Fixed meats, it's all happening. Photographers, food stylists, chefs. Can't wait.
Hi, my name's Lucy Allen. I'm from Straight to the Source, and we're here working with Gundagai Lamb, the wonderful Paul Farag, Steve and Kirsten, to highlight the Gundagai Lamb GLQ5 Plus through a variety of incredible, versatile and delicious recipes.
I'm cutting Gundagai lambs 5 Plus. GLQ, I was like trying to... I was trying to...
Just have a look at that.
Take two, all right.
Oh, hey mate, any guesses where I am? Yeah, mate, I'm taking over. Thanks for lending us the place. We're right into it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, our pleasure.
It's gorgeous.
The main thing for me was to try to have different cooking techniques for the various cuts of lamb and showcase the versatility of how you can cook lamb in multiple different ways. There is a couple of the recipes that I'm really proud of, you know, like that smoked lamb leg. It's pretty good.
We're very much at the moment on this journey of trying to understand more about what's driving a chef's world and what can we do to help solve some of the problems they have.
Quality, consistency, story, I think, are the three key factors right now. And then, of course, price is underpinning all of that.
Is there a formula that you say the hero in a dish needs to be less than X% of total cost to plate? Can't charge my customers more than X?
Traditionally, you want to be around that 25 to 30% cost of goods on your plate.
So that's
how
all
we
of the
do it.
ingredients on the plate,
All
25
in.
to 30%.
All
Yep.
in.
Because that leaves money to pay your staff and your rent
Super,
and
everything, all amenities,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
And make your margins.
Yeah.
You know what I think is an interesting part of it as well is restaurants understanding how to order fit for purpose cuts. So they are also limiting their wastage.
See, that's one of the things that we talk about with GLQ5 Plus is that if you're buying an amazingly marbled cut,
better yield.
but it comes with a heap of outside fat, the first thing you do is lose 30% to the bin, right? That's part of the GLQ score is actually trying to say, well, there's less prep time involved in this product. So that tells us how much marbling's in the eye muscle.
Yeah.
And then we've got a DEXA X-ray that measures the amount of lean meat, fat and bone. Which looks, see this, the X-ray, every single carcass is X-rayed like that. We always say that we know our producers incredibly well. We know kind of what their pressure points are and all those kinds of things, and we don't perhaps understand all the pressure points of our chefs quite as well. So it's always amazing to come together and to actually start to get a feel for how they can make our plates work and make them successful as they can be.
Hi guys, I am Neil Nolan from Pony Dining here in the Rocks in Circular Quay.
I've been toying with Neil for a while that we have this lamb prosciutto that's recently been released, but we haven't had a tasting yet. So we're down here for a live tasting, first time, first impressions. We'll see how we go.
You know what, I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. A little rosemary crumpet, a little bit of sheep's milk curd and some lamb prosciutto.
Oh,
There you go.
what's for lunch?
Just thinking about it. No, but like that's an idea, yeah.
Good mate, how are you? Yes, you too, Molly.
My name is Anthony Stizabal and I'm the executive chef for Purple Bar in Grill Sydney. Salami, that's for sure.
It is lammy. So we use the GLQ5 Plus, which is with the highly marbled one, which helps with the flavour profile.
It's nice to be honest, like this is the first time that I had something like this, to be honest.
Whenever we can get an opportunity to talk to chefs about our products, how they use them and what they love about it, it gives us more of that feedback to link back to the producers about what they're producing, what the chef loves about it and how it all comes together.
Hi, my name's Natalie Murphy. We're here at Glass Brasserie inside Sydney Hilton Hotel. Today I'm going to talk to you about a wonderful product we have on our menu, which is the Gundagai lamb. The reason we love Gundagai lamb and the rack specifically is the consistency that the product provides. We're going to have a really hot pan, add some oil there so it doesn't stick. Basically going to render the fat there so we get a nice crispy product. So now that we've seared in all the meat, what we're going to do is we're going to finish it off in the oven. Once we rest it out of the oven, we put it back in the pan and we baste it with butter, garlic, rosemary. And then what we have is we have a beautiful harissa yogurt. And then this is basically a mint and pomegranate, kind of like a salsa. Because we seasoned it with garlic and the rosemary all on the top, you shouldn't need any more extra seasoning. The lamb will speak for itself.
Let's do that.
Cheers.
They are empty.
these days people want to hear the sustainability sort of story behind it. They want to know where it's coming from, which farm, and that's why we share that story, and that's why it's so important to know for Nat and for the whole team here.
So the product makes your waiter's job easier by them actually enjoying it, but interacting with the story, because I think it's a good one.
Absolutely. It's when the guest is there and they're asking, well, what should I try? You've got a story to sell. It's very easy for them to go, well, you should try the Gundagai lamb because of this. Consistent product, this is where it's from. You know, you've got the QR where you can track exactly where in New South Wales it's from. You know, how many other products can say they can do that?
We're here at Cirque Bar and Lounge down in Barangaroo at the Crown Complex, and I'm here with Sarah and Sebastian to talk all things Gundagai lamb. So we sometimes hear from people that one of the things that's good about the product is that they can use it on events menus.
Yeah.
What's some of the criteria you would think about for using a meat or any protein really on an event menu? Because that's obviously very different, serving hundreds versus...
Consistency would be the big thing. So you've got to have enough portions, and every portion's got to be the same, because obviously if you're doing an event, I want, you know, everyone to get the same quality of meat, and being able to be held. So obviously you've cooked it not miles in advance, but a short way. So if it can sit in a hot box and not dry out, which is where you have your marbling, that can just hold it perfectly.
When we first look at any product, Sarah and I will go, we want a lamb backstrap or whatever we want. We'll do a blind tasting of everything, and we'll go through it and go, okay, what hits, what doesn't hit, and then we'll look at the story and go, this is the story of this product. How can we market it? How can we sell it on a menu? Will the customer relate to that? And sort of look at the whole picture of the product as a selling point.
So you did a blind tasting of our
Correct.
lamb? Yep. Way back when. How long have you been using it? Encore's been using it?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Which is nearly the whole time?
Yeah, and I think Amari would be pretty close to that as well.
Something to be proud of. Thanks for joining us today as we visit a range of different chefs and talk about what's important to them and what they love about our product. One of the consistent themes is how much they value the relationship we have with our producers and the way that we pay them bonuses when they really hit the mark in terms of great lambs, and the importance of storytelling. So you'll have to stay tuned, because we won't stop telling our story. We'll keep doing more of it. With old mates and new ones alike, we'll be in there telling the stories and sharing our journey with you.